If in your mind you are looking at a place and going, oh, they're 90 years old, that's my grandfather's barbecue place. You're wrong. It is your grandfather's place, but it's also your place because we've expanded everything we do to appeal to a very broad range of people from 9 to 90 because that's how long we've been here. Our signature sandwich right now is the Pizzitola's BLT. It doesn't have bacon, doesn't have lettuce, doesn't have tomato. B is for brisket, L is for link, T is for turkey. You get a Pizzitola BLT. Good morning. Welcome to Houston. Welcome to Shepherd Drive. Welcome to Pizzitola's Heritage Barbecue, established in 1935. If you've lived in Houston any period of time, you may wonder, why does this place always change its names? In our 90-year history, we've had 3 names. We were the original Shepherd Drive Barbecue, located right here, founded in 1935 by John Davis and his wife Leela Davis. In 1984, Shepherd Drive was acquired by Jerry Pizzitola, and we had the name change from Shepherd Drive Barbecue to Pizzitola's Barbecue in 1984. Well, as times change and people come and go, it was time to visit the name again. New ownership, same people on the pits, same great people in the dining room, same great customers, but now a new name. We're embracing our heritage. We're embracing 90 years of heritage. We're embracing 90 years of being the oldest continuing serving barbecue in the city of Houston. If that's not heritage, you tell me what heritage is. So we're leaning into our name. Same great barbecue, just a little bit of a different name. Same building that we've always had. We just rebranded to Pizzitola's Heritage Barbecue. I'm standing in one of the parking lots. We have 4 parking lots. One here in the front, one in the side, one in the back, and then our main parking lot here to my left. Parking is never a problem at Pizzitola's Barbecue. And the one thing, not only is parking not a problem, but there's never a line at Pizzitola's Barbecue. And the reason there's not a line is we're the only barbecue place in the city of Houston that doesn't make you stand in line to get your food. We invite you to sit in our dining room. We invite you to be served by us. Our job is to serve you some of the greatest barbecue in the city, if not the state. And that's what we do. So we don't expect you to stand in line. We treat you like the king that you are. We put you in a table. We give you a linen napkin. We give you a warm, hot towel at the end of your meal to freshen up. No paper, no plastic. No carrying your tray, no number waiting to have your food delivered. We take care of you. It's the only place you can do that in the city of Houston. And that's leaning into our heritage. We've been doing it that way since 1935, and we're never going to change. Let the newcomers make you stand in line. Let them build anticipation. While you're waiting there, you're eating here. That's what sets Pizzitola's Heritage Barbecue apart. Come on in. Now, we open our doors at 11 every day, and we close at 8 o'clock at night, or if we sell out. But one of our goals is to never sell out. So we constantly have food on the pits all day long, because we feel as though if you've come here, you deserve to get the entire menu. Not to stand in line and come up to the counter and be told, we don't have, and we don't have. Here, we don't use the word don't, we use the word do. We do have ribs. We do have chicken, we do have sausage, we do have briskets, and we do have everything here to take care of you. So come on in. Now, you've entered into our main dining room. You're catching us a little early in the morning, so we're cleaning up. We pride ourselves in a very clean restaurant. We're a little old, we get it, but 10 more years will be considered an antique and will be worth more than we are today. So we seat about 125 people here in our main room. So when you come in, you're greeted by a host. You're shown to a table. You sit down, you're given a menu. You're given real silver, real napkin, a glass of water to start your meal while you're looking at the menu. Servers will come, explain the menu to you if you need it explained. We're very lucky. About 75% of our customers are very regular and don't even want to see a menu. They know exactly what they want. They're excited to say, give me what I've been eating here for 25 years. We love having them. As much as we love having the guy who's here for the very first time and get them to become a regular. Again, with being 90 years old, we have a unique feature, and that is we feed multiple generations of the same family. It's very common in here to have people say, you know, I started coming here when my grandfather took me and I was a kid. Now I'm here with my kids. So we're on fourth generations of many, many families. And that is special. That tells us that we've done a good job and we have made a mark on these people, that we have become part of their lives. That you can't buy. That's something you earn. And we have earned it through hard work for 90 years. A little bit more, look around. Again, plenty of seating, nice and comfortable. Biggest thing, guys, you're not standing in a line. Now, one thing about being in business for 90 years and leaning into your heritage is you're constantly recreating yourselves. We are known for our ribs. I'm not one to brag, but I'll tell you, if you can find a better rib in the city of Houston, go on and eat it and I'll buy it for you. Last week we had a group of guys who came here for ribs and their friends were standing in line at another barbecue restaurant, and I sent them with 2 pounds of ribs to eat while they were waiting in line at the other place. That's how confident we are of what we serve. But over 90 years, you're constantly evolving. So if you looked at our menu today and you looked at it 30 years ago, 20 years ago, more or less 90 years ago, you'd see major differences. The expectations of the public have changed. Cost of products have forced us to introduce items on our menu that have a lower price point and a lower cost of production. We've added a house grind brisket burger that's flying off the shelf. We've added brisket enchiladas every Friday and Saturday. That's our #1 seller on Fridays and Saturdays now, is our brisket enchilada. We've increased our salads. We have 4 salads on the menu now. 10 years ago, you would have never even had a salad on a barbecue menu. We have the only barbecue chef salad around, which is this massive, fresh, made-to-order salad that is topped with brisket, turkey, and sausage. So you get your trinity in a way. You've got your pork, you've got your white meat, you've got your brisket, but you can go home and tell your wife, hey honey, all I had for dinner today or lunch today is a salad. Went to Pizzitola's, but I only ate a salad. And you're off the hook with your cardiologist and your wife. We've also added a whole new sandwich section to our menu. Our signature sandwich right now is the Pizzitola's BLT. It doesn't have bacon, doesn't have lettuce, doesn't have tomato. B is for brisket, L is for link, T is for turkey. You get a Pizzitola BLT. I had a customer yesterday said, I'm going to order one of these because I think I got to spend some alone time with this. That's how exciting they are. Fresh, made to order loaves of challah bread that we slice here and build this sandwich. It's a meal. It's a journey. It's an experience. He was right. He had to spend some alone time with it, and he left with a big smile on his face. All legal. So these are the things we've had to do. We've had to introduce items because taste change, public demands different things. But our core is always going to be brisket, sausage, and ribs. There was a time when we only served beans, potato salad, coleslaw, and then mixed vegetables. Now it's beans, potato salad, coleslaw, smoked Brussels sprouts. Smoked cabbage with sausage is our #1 selling side now. Vegetables, Texas caviar, street corn, mac and cheese, rotating daily vegetable casseroles. I mean, everything that we do has expanded. So if in your mind you are looking at a place and going, oh, they're 90 years old, that's my grandfather's barbecue place. You're wrong. It is your grandfather's place, but it's also your place, because we've expanded everything we do to appeal to a very broad range of people from 9 to 90, because that's how long we've been here. So something unique about Pizzitola's Heritage Barbecue is that we have the only legally burning, open brick pits still allowed to operate in the city of Houston. They're 90 years old. You look at our pits, they're no offset. We build a fire on the floor. There's no smoke box, no fire box, no thermostats, no temperature control, no gauges, no dampers, no nada. It's a brick and a pit master with a fork feeding the fire, feeding the product, and tending it really by hand. We don't put it in a overnight oiler and push a button and come back in the morning and say we have barbecue. No offense against those guys, that's great, but we do it old school, and that's why we're a little different. That's why we're the anomaly in the Houston barbecue market. So if you're going around and you're standing in line at the guys that make the top 10 or the top 25 or the darlings of the barbecue writers, good, go experience that. But give us a try. You may have never heard of us, and I understand that. We're not the flavor of the month. We've been the flavor of 90 decades, and that's what you've got to try. So when you go see the pit, you're going to see something very, very different, something you've never seen before, something you can't see anywhere else but here. Also, something a little different about us is we have a very secret, proprietary seasoning that we use on everything, whether it's brisket, ribs, chicken, or turkey, or pork. We use the same proprietary season. But I'm going to give you a hint and I'm going to let you see it, okay? Here it is. Salt and pepper. That's all we use. Okay, so we've shown you the dining room, we've shown you outside, but that's not why you're watching this video. You're watching this video because you want to see where the magic happens. Well, let's talk about the people first. Pit might be the greatest thing. Dining room may be great, but it's the people that make Pizzitola's Heritage Barbecue. We're lucky this morning. We've got a crew in that I'm going to introduce you to. We have our longest, oldest serving team member. Christine Lewis is here. She's been here about 50 years, which is a little hard for somebody who's only 45 years old, as she says, but she's been here the longest. Some of the people that'll be out front here in the dining room when we open the dining room have been here 30 plus years. The pit master is Udell Hernandez. He is really the heart of the kitchen. He is the one that has made the biggest influence on our menu, introducing new desserts, new sides, new cooking techniques, new methods. I'll stop here and say that absolutely everything that we serve in this restaurant, except for one item, is made from scratch in this kitchen. And the only thing that we don't make is blue cheese dressing. But everything else, Caesar dressing, he starts with anchovies and goes from there. That's how detailed we are. Every vegetable comes in the back door fresh and it's prepared. All of our condiments are made here. Everything we do is made in-house. Biscuits, cornbread. If you haven't had the cornbread, you know, minus 10 for you to not have our jalapeno and roasted cornbread. Now, we talked about the pit a second ago, and you're going to see it in a minute. But let me say that one thing that makes us unique is the only piece of cooking equipment that we own is that pit. There are no ovens. There are no fryers. There's nothing. No flat tops, no griddles. Everything we do is done on that pit. Cornbread is baked on that pit. Pecan pie is baked on that pit. Coconut pineapple cake is baked on that pit. Texas sheet cake is baked on that pit. Cobblers are baked on that pit. Every vegetable is cooked on that pit. Every piece of meat is cooked on that pit. They never stop. Nowhere else can you go and say, I have really had a pit barbecue experience. We've even put that on our building. This is a true Texas pit barbecue experience. When you leave here, you can say everything I ate was cooked old school, old style, over wood. So come on in, I've talked enough. This is how it all begins, Conor. That's our fuel source. Now, this is Udell Hernandez. He's the pit master. This is his kitchen. He's had a major influence, as we talked about, with the sides and everything that we do. So now we're going to come on in and we're going to see our pits. When you notice here, you don't see a thermostat, you don't see any gauges, you don't see anything. All you see is brick and a fork, because everything is done with a fork. So come on in, you're going to get hot. But now we're loading up already for this morning, so this will give you an idea about what's going on. You'll see on the pit chicken, ribs, some briskets warming up, and a few other little turkey breast and pork butt. Now, if you'll notice here, everything that we do begins directly over a fire. Everyone else you talk to is going to tell you that their secret to barbecue is low and slow. Not here. We're high and fast. So right here, the fire is about 450 degrees, and everything that we do starts right here. Sears. This is where the salt and the pepper melts and becomes a coating on everything that we do. So where most places are cooking outside in, we're actually cooking from the inside out because of the sear on the product. So again, everything will start here and keep on going. This has all been on the pits now about, the ribs about an hour and a half, the chicken only about 20 minutes. Cook time on ribs is about 2.5 hours. On chicken, about an hour and 15 minutes. And this will just keep going all day. Again, no way to tell the temperature other than putting your hand in and feeling it and looking at the fire. And that just comes with years of experience. Again, I don't think you're going to find a place in the city that starts every morning by building fires on the floor. Now this pit, we just broke it down this morning to give it its bath, and this one will light up in a little while. But if you want to come see what the interior of one of these pits looks like while it's cold, this one's being cleaned. So this is our firebox right here. Fire will be built there in a couple of hours. All the grates are being washed right now, and they'll come back over. So this is what years and years and years of being hit by 450 degrees looks like. And we've got to break them down every couple of days and clean them because of the buildup of the grease and the fats. Back here is where we're a true scratch kitchen. So everything is done here. This is Edie over here. She's getting ready to make, I'm assuming, pico de gallo. And we've got some mac and cheese getting ready to go. But when I talk about small, this is it. This is prep kitchen. This is where all the desserts are done. This is where all the meats are seasoning. This is where all the sides are prepared, and they go right to a pit. This is our block right here. We have 2 blocks. We hold all of our meat in warming drawers as it comes off of the pit. Orders are cut here. On the other side, they're prepared by either Miss Christine or Edie or Alvis in the evening, put together and right out the window. So we have a very quick turnaround. Our ticket time is about 9 or 10 minutes. From the time that we get the order in the kitchen till the time that it gets to you is about 9 or 10 minutes. That's why I say again, you are in here, served, finished your meal and out the door in the same amount of time that you'd be standing in line somewhere else waiting to order. So if you have that much time to waste, go there, have a great meal. You want to sit down and be treated well, you come on here.